so much news about how like these models on OnlyFans make so much money. Like they make millions in like this with this amount of time, and it's just that is not shared by all of us, you know. This is Pumph, Think, Kink.
How do you pick your partner?
Ano ako very visual na person ako. Tsaka like inaamin ko sa mga tao, I'm a really superficial person. So like, and ang laking part ng arousal ko yung physical attraction ko dun sa partner ko. So super picky ako sa itsura. Syempre yun nga, like we go through all of these hoops, all of these practice runs, and like so I gotta figure out muna if merong chemistry, if you know, if they know how to tickle my fancy, if they know how to please me, and yun nga but when you're with someone that you're just sexually compatible with, may electricity you know, so we gotta have that. Or if wala pa kami dun, that's something you can practice, honestly, like with being more familiar with the person. So you just gotta hang out and, you know, get to know each other. So dami nang dinadaanan. So parang nung that whole long, arduous process, it weeds out a lot of people. With some of these guys, I have to ease them into the idea of being on camera slowly minsan. Kasi ang dami sa kanila nahihiya. And kapag when they feel all the lights and the camera is recording and blinking, like, nagkaka-performance anxiety Kasi it is anxiety-inducing for someone who is not used to it. Parang that's another thing that I have to watch out for na, is this guy, like, ready with the level of exposure that that his body is gonna experience online. So ayun. So many opportunities to weed out those who are not ready, those who are not, you know, like, dedicated to the work.
Kasi merong video recently na kumakalat about Dr. Vicky Vero, saying na ayaw ng girls ng mahaba, gusto natin ng mataba. So, which part do you agree, and does size really matter?
Like, I know what I will say. Like I always say, it matters, pero not as much as guys think. So many guys are so obsessed with the size. Ang importante kasi sa akin, mahit mo yung G-spot. Kasi ako, kaya ko mag-come sa G-spot not everyone has learned how to access that. Pero I am very fortunate na yun nga, na parang nagamay ko siya. And hindi naman yung haba yung nagmamatter when hitting the G-spot Yung what matters is like naka-angulo ng maayos yung dick para mahit niya yung G-spot. I don't agree with the fact na all girls think that way. A lot of, you know, like it's all different. Very, yun nga, dahil nagka-come ako sa G-spot, dahil ganun yung anatomy ko, I prefer na angled siya properly rather than hindi, like parang hindi ko hinahanap-hanap yung length. And inilita kong tao So parang kapag sobrang haba, like it just hits my cervix in a way that's painful. Kapag ma-girthy yung dick na lalaki, I feel like the shaft rubs against the G-spot more easily because it's so thick.
Ako din, I agree with it.
Talaga? Are you a fan of curved dick?
Yes.
Right?
The big head.
Right? Mas tumatama siya sa G-spot like, you know, like it rubs up like that.
So, practice your big heads.
Dapat lang. Practice yung pag-angulo niya, dapat na-hit niya yung G-spot. There's a way to angle your hips.
And communication din talaga.
Yeah, you know. Para iwas disgrasya.
So true. Kasi meron ding nababaling dick, di ba?
Oo. You know, kapag masyado aggressive. Kasi ako sanay na ako
I saw your post pala na meron tao nag-ayaw sa mga LGBT.
Oo.
Tapos parang hindi nila alam about your sexuality.
Yeah.
Can you expound about your sexuality?
Of course, yeah. I'm bisexual, and that person is honestly so infuriating. Kasi like he like yung mga posts niya sobrang homophobic talaga kasi he calls himself yung androtate ng Pilipinas. Proud pa siya nun So like really, like that's your role model? Okay, whatever. So of course yung content niya is equally as misogynistic and transphobic and homophobic. So I was bothered. So I interacted with him once na ewan ko tumatak siya sa akin kasi kakaiba medyo ibang level yung bigotry niya na parang nagagalit siya that gay and queer people just exist kasi he thinks that we're infecting other people with our queerness and, you know, like, naging degenerate na society because of us. You know, like, typical shit. You know, like, gay people have heard all of that. Like, gay people since time immemorial, ganyan na yung kalaban, diba? So, pero it was just so hilarious and frustrating to me thinking na, kasi kilala ko nung guy sumisip-sip siya sa akin nakaka-frustrate thinking na, na kinokonsume niya yung content ko, nakikinabang siya sa labor ng isang queer person, and then kinokondemn niya yung buong community natin. A lot of sex workers are really open-minded. Parang yun nga, that part of the community that I became exposed to, I know it to be really inclusive. So that's part of why, you know, like, invested ako sa being part of a community namin, because, you know, I felt a level of acceptance that I don't really see too often anywhere else, you know. Like, a lot of my peers, like, a lot of other adult performers are bisexual, kasi yun nga like, kasi parang having a wide variety of content with a wide variety of partners, lucrative yun for us. So, alam mo yun, like, yun nga, like, kung hindi ka queer, you'd find it so difficult to expand that range. So, a lot of queer people gravitate towards the sex industry because of those opportunities, because to explore, and, you know, have fun. So, yeah, parang and then I imagine ko na there's so many of these alpha male shit who don't even know na yung mga pinag-judge ko na nila ay mga bisexual din. Ang dami-dami namin. Yun nga, pagod ng queer people ang porn. So it's like, talaga ba? You're consuming our content and being like that? It's wild.
Kailan nag-open up yung awareness mo that you're bisexual or...
Yan na nga. Oh, this is a very interesting story. Like, for the longest time, I thought I was straight. Kasi, I think that has roots rin in a lot of internalized misogyny and with a lot of my insecurities na yun nga, growing up, I didn't think too much of my looks. I was beating myself up because I didn't like the way that I looked. I think you can relate to this. Na girls are always like enculturated or pinapalaki tayo thinking na male attention is the most valuable thing ever, you know, like part yun ng patriarchy that we grow up inside. Parang prioritize ko yun almost. Or parang yun nga, feel ko, like, I thought na straight ako because I wanted male attention so much. Because I grew up craving it so much. So I never really considered that I might be bisexual kasi yun nga, wala interest. And then, I'm part of the BDSM community also, the Kink community here. So I have a lot of playmates. I experiment with a lot of different partners, and we have a little family. Like, we have our own little corner with me and my friends. You know, the ones who really frequently play with each other. So parang napag-isipan nung isa sa amin na, like, one of the guys na sabi niya, do you want me to like tie on like a dildo to your groin para kunyari may strap-on ka? Try and use it on one of our playmates na babae. Like, something new lang that he wanted me to try it. Then that I was interested. I was like, okay, sige, let's go. So he tied like with jute. Kasi he practiced shibari very masterfully. Tinali niya yung dildo to my groin, and then I had this whole like strap-on, like impromptu strap-on setup. And, you know, like, I had sex with someone who I already found really attractive. So I was like, sige, let's try this new thing with this girl playmate that I had. And it felt so good. I was like, there was something that something that clicked na parang, you know, sa'yo ba ko so, what is it? I don't know, like, if that's problematic or whatever, but it felt so enjoyable. That was a sexual awakening for me. Tsaka may mga like parang may mga smaller instances na napapaisip ako, hey, I'm enjoying this. I'm attracted to this person. I'm really like liking that we're being sexual together. So parang it was a process.
So thank you so much for being here with us at Pumph.
And thank you for inviting me. This was so enjoyable for me to do.
And do you have any social medias, current happenings you can share?
Definitely. We just finished our show. It's called Shirt. She's in it too. The spelling is apat na S, tatlong ish. It's available for streaming sa Viva Max. So sign up lang kayo sa Viva Max app and then you'll be able to see our show directed by Roman Perez Jr. So please check that out. As for my socials, my Instagram is salomesalvi.gif. My Facebook page is Salome Salvi 420. So that's facebook.com/Salome 420. That's my Facebook page. My TikTok is Salome Salvi. You can check out my adult content, my free adult content on Pornhub. So just search up my name, Salome Salvi, SALOME So yeah, you can follow me on all those platforms, and I hope to interact with you soon. Thank you.
So this has been the first ever episode of That's What She Said. And catch our videos on pumph.net. So that's www.pumph.net. And you can also follow our socials at Facebook, it's Let's Pumph. And IG, it's also Let's Pumph. And also TikTok, pumping. So
thank you.